6:30 today, Chelsea will be taking on Aston Villa in a Premier League match. You lot might be saying, I know this preview is coming late than usual. Usually I drop like 2 or a day after, but as of late I've been really been busy. I haven't been touching in anything that has been happening. I've been out, and obviously if I could get my background here, you could see my bag packed. I just returned this morning, and I had my rest. And yesterday, because this video as of when recorded is like around midnight. It's at exactly 12 o'clock. So I returned yesterday, and actually I nearly didn't make this video. I actually didn't want to make this video because looking forward to Chelsea, I don't see anything positive. I don't want to talk about the club, because when I talk about Chelsea, I'm really angry. And I look at our team going into matches, like I said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Going into matches, I used to be like a little bit confident about Chelsea winning matches, but in the past few days, I haven't had that feeling in a while now. I haven't had that feeling that, okay, we are going to actually go into a match and we will perform. You get me? And we lost to Brighton two straight times in a row. And if you check our last form, and if you check our form in the last 5 matches, we've only had 2 wins, and we have moved from a team that was second 2 months ago to being 6th, and we might be going down. It doesn't stop there. If we lose against Aston Villa, we will be going down. And there are talks of protests here and there, stuff. 25th of February, yeah, I think, at Chelsea, our game against Southampton, there has been a lot of talks about the protest, which I really like. This point is going to happen, and let me give my thoughts on the protest. I think the target is Bluco out, but we know, like, when, like, my thoughts on it is like, I don't see Chelsea protesting and Bluco leaving. That's like almost close to impossible for me. There are talks that they can sell, but I don't see Bluco leaving. I just like the way if you apply pressure to the ownership, then they could make a change in the model. I don't really care about the owners. Like, I don't care who owns this club. I just want the club to move forward. Like I said, they just have to do a little tweak here and there, getting some experience. This squad is not bad. Noni Madueke is not a bad player. Kopama is not a bad player. Nicholas Jackson is not a bad player. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia, Rhys James, Malo Gusto, Cucurella, like, these players are not really that bad. So we could just make a little bit tweak. Jordan Sanchez as well. So we have some good players in this squad, but we could just make a little bit tweak in the squad. Bring in a world-class striker, a world-class defender, maybe a goalkeeper, because the two we have are not really the best in class. Maybe return Petrovic, but the club's giving briefing here and there that Petrovic will be sold in the summer, but we'll just have to see it. Maybe bring an extra body, recall Andre Santos in the midfield. Not really sign a new midfielder, but, like, recalling Andre Santos in the midfield. A few things here and there could get us really competing again. And Maresca should stop with this. We are ahead of schedule. What the fuck are you? What the fuck? Oh, my friend told me that I used to swear in my videos, so I'll stop swearing. Actually, what the F do you mean that we are ahead of schedule? We're not ahead of schedule, bro. We are Chelsea Football Club. Growing up, like, I'm privileged. When I started hearing Chelsea, when I started supporting this club, and when I start knowing about this club, all I know is that we are winners. We have been winning. You go tell me the time that Chelsea, when we are in trenches and stuff, but, like, growing up, I knew this club as winners. I knew this club. I saw this club lift to Champions League, not because we deserve it, not because we had the best player. The 2 seasons we win the Champions League, we are not the best in the league. You get me? I've seen this club win leagues. I've seen this club lift domestic cups. I've seen this club lift Club World Cups. I've seen this club go nearly, but the past 3 years it has been rubbish. 3 coaches. Let me not even mention about the interior. Lampard and what's his name? Santos or whatever he's called. 3 coaches in 3 seasons. You can't tell me that the coaches are the problem. Oh, I think we're diverting a little bit, which I will not like to. But now let's get into the talk of the day. I think we are opportuned, or I am opportuned. When I'm making this video, Enzo Maresca really did his press conference. But before we get into the press conference, we'll talk about the Europa League, the Conference League draw has happened. So according to reports, Chelsea will be playing Copenhagen, but this is actually our path. Teams that we could play if we get to the quarterfinal and the semi-final. We have Copenhagen. Obviously, that one is certified in the round of 16, and in the quarterfinal we have Molde or Ligia. In semi-final we have Pafo. Can't pronounce that. Can't pronounce that. SK Rapid. So these are the teams that we could be playing in the Conference League. So let's move on to Enzo Maresca's press conference. So he talked about a few things, and I'll be getting into one or two things, not all of them. I'm getting into a few things that he talked about. He talked when he was asked about injury. He said we don't have any updates on injuries. We don't have any additional injury. Noni will be out until probably the international break. So Noni will make it. I think we're having up to like 5 players back after match. I don't know when the international break is coming. I think we have 1 more week and then it's international break. After match we have like Noni, Jackson, Gyu, Badeshu, Fofana. So all of them will return. I think Lavia as well will return after the international break. But we saw Badeshu training. I don't know whether he's going to be available for this match, but obviously we saw him. There are pictures of him training at Cobham, so we just have to see what happens there. And he moved further on more update on Madueke injury. He actually said that probably after international break we can have most of the players back, maybe all of them. For us it can be a very big boost. Exactly at the same thing I said. And he was asked to speak on Aston Villa danger. He said they are dangerous actually. Then since the new project with Emery, doing fantastic. This season you can see in the Champions League they finished first 8th and they are fighting to finish top 4 also this season. The team is very, very good. The manager is one of the best managers in the world. Obviously in the first leg we trashed them 3-0, but in that first leg we have majority of our players back and majority of our players in the squad. We haven't. It was not the January transfer window where we let ourselves light, because like I said, I will say it again and again, we went to the transfer window and we came out weaker than we were when we went in it. We came out weaker. We are weaker after this transfer window, which we should be strengthening our squad, but that wasn't what we did. So this Aston Villa match is going to be a very, very tough one, obviously. And he was asked a question that he has been saying a lot of waffling, he has been saying a lot of bollocks, and I think that's one of the things that have annoyed or have angered the fans, including myself. He was asked on the target of this season. Now he said, we said many times, I think we spent the almost top season in top 4 with 13 games to go. The target for sure is top 4. We will try our best to achieve that. Knowing the difficult moments we have now is one of the most important reasons why, because of the injury situation, 5 or 6 significant players out. Now I don't know whether to say, okay, yeah, thank you, you are finally clocking it, or should I say, okay, yeah, you are a man, you don't have a stand, because Enzo Maresca doesn't seem to be a manager that, and as much as I like him, he doesn't have a stand. He goes here and he goes here. He's you understand what I mean? He just goes with the flow. Now a lot of people are crying out for top 4, and we are saying the top 4 is target, which I will highly say yes, thank you for doing that. Not a lot of people will do that, and that's one thing I like about the board, is that when something actually that's not what I like about it. Scrap that. But what I will give to Enzo Maresca is that I think he's finally clocking it. Whether it's by pressure of the fans or he really believes it, he's clocking in. You get me? I would like to appreciate him for that. And now, one of the funny reasons is that Sanchez, if you don't know, if you have seen the new haircut of Sanchez, he's looking like Maresca. So Maresca said, Robert Sanchez, I said to him, if you want to play again, you need the same haircut as mine. It's funny. I don't want to see him at that other post, please. I don't want to see him. Please and please, let's keep playing Jorgensen for the meantime. For the meantime, I would have said give him cup games, but we're not seeing him the cup games. Maybe the Conference League. Then if he bottles that, then we know like is sell him out, sell him. You get me? I think he should be meant to pay the price of the rubbish he has been playing this season. I think he's meant to suffer that. So I don't think we should play him at the moment. You get me? So now we'll get into my starting 11, which I like, bro. Making this starting 11 is really headache. Like, bruh, like the starting 11 is pretty much the same thing you're going to see. So we won't be talking about it for long. So I'll give you my scoreline prediction as well. Is my starting 11. Little to no changes from the last match, because why? We don't have that much of an option. We don't have a bench. We have 6 players out, and we have 3 to 2 players out from the squad completely. You know, to other clubs like Joao Felix, Axel Disasi, Renato Vega. So we don't have much of an option. But I think this team, is this enough to beat Aston Villa? I don't really know. Jorgensen on goal, because I think he's the best of the shit. Rich James, I would love to see him back in the starting 11. He didn't play against Brighton, home and away. I'm sorry, back-to-back matches. Malo Gusto started. He didn't play. Tosin and Chalobah, who I think should be given a run of games, because I think they're suited more better than Chalobah and Kowe. But you know, I see the coach going with Tosin and Kowe. I think Kowe should be sat on the bench for at least 2 straight matches. It should be integrated slowly. I think he's a very good player in the future, but for now, he's not it. Uecl from the left side, one of our best players this season. In the midfield, we have Caicedo and Enzo. I don't really see anything different coming from this. Having Lavia could have been a different. If Lavia was in this squad, I would have gone Lavia. Or if like we had someone like Renato Vega, I could have gone him, because he's quite more defensively better, because we need some help in the defense. And if you go to my right hand side, Pedro Neto, just because there's no competition and there's nobody I will play there other than him. Central midfielder Kopama, because the coach will literally not play anybody there, because left for me I would have played him in the right wing. The left hand side we have Jordan Sancho. Actually, there's still nobody there to play alongside with him. Maybe a Tyreek George, but I still prefer Jordan Sancho, because I've seen what he can do, and I think I trust him, even though in the last few games he hasn't been at it. But yeah, in the number 9 position is a player that I completely don't trust in Christopher Nkunku. Now this is the squad. Now let's get to the scoreline prediction. Now I'll be honest with you, I've never predicted against Chelsea. In this match, I'll be predicting against Chelsea. Number 1. Number 2, I have no confidence whatsoever in the manager and the team. I don't see us winning this match. The best result we could get is a draw. I would like us to win. If we win, I'll be happy and I am going to celebrate it. I will enjoy the win. But from what I've seen in the last few matches, and Aston Villa, the way they are firing, they drew against Liverpool. Like if we were in a very good form and given the first leg, I would have been saying, okay, maybe we'll win them, but I'm not really confident. I'll go with it. It's 2-0 Aston Villa win. 2-0 Aston Villa win. Because there's no one's going to score. Let's go Kopama turns up. If Kopama turns up, it's a different story. But if not, 2-0 Aston Villa win. So yeah, that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. You go be.